Welcome back to my Jeep. So 07 Wrangler. We're gonna change the rear differential fluid. If you go to the rear of the car, there's the right wheel, there's the left wheel, differential's right in the middle. What we're gonna do is change the fluid. What you need for it: 2 1-quart bottles of 80W90. I got this ultra gray gasket maker, and with that I need a caulk gun for it. You can buy ones without a caulk gun, doesn't matter, they just come in smaller tubes. I have a little flathead to use as a pry bar. I have a regular old socket. To get the cover off, you're gonna need 13mm, don't know if you can see that, 13mm socket. I have some brake clean to clean off all the old grease and stuff when I make the new gasket, and also have a pump to pump the new stuff in, some towels, and an old bucket. Nothing to it than to do it. Now that we're underneath the car, here you can see it's the rear differential. Right here is the fill plug. That's the first thing we do. We're going to crank that loose to make sure we can fill this thing back up when we drain everything out, because that would not be good. Alright, here we go. Get your ratchet. Here's your ratchet. Don't even need a socket. I put a little extender on it. You probably don't even need that either. But you just put it in there. Loosen it up. Some oil might come out, some might not. Look at that. That's some dirty stuff. I haven't changed this in a while. So here is the fill plug. Just want to clean that off. Put on the old towel. Put this somewhere you don't want to lose it. Right there. Now we got this thing draining. What you're going to want to do, you're going to get your 13mm socket, and you're going to want to start to unloosen all these bolts. All these bolts go up and over. This thing shouldn't really be in your way, you'll be fine. But just put this on your socket. Just gonna go like this. And just do it all the way around. Once you get all these bolts loosened, one thing to make it easier, get the old impact driver, put a bit on it, and then just unscrew each one. Just like that, go all the way around. One thing more to mention, I got all these bolts out, except for the one up top. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna loosen this one up. Not all the way, don't take it out. Just like that, just so there's enough space. You're gonna get your flathead, it's just on an extender bit. Come down to the bottom here. Shove it up in between. I got the screwdriver in there. All you're gonna do is just pry it open. You have to use a hammer or whatever, doesn't matter. Just pry it open, see everything come out. That's why you kept the screw up there, so this thing doesn't fall out. You're just gonna let that drain. Just like that, let it drain out. So now, I got the cover off. You can see all the gears in there. Pretty cool. What you're gonna do, you're gonna clean up this edge real nice. Get all this gasket stuff out of here. Clean it all up, throw it all away. Maybe sand it down a little bit, prep it for the new gasket, and then here's that cover. It's all dirty and whatnot. What you're gonna do, clean it off with a rag, just like that. Try to get all this old grease out of there. I got most of it cleaned out just with a rag. Now we're gonna go over here, get this brake clean. All you're gonna do, just spray it down. This removes all the grease, all the dirt, blah 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 blah. Once you remove all the grease out, you see the edges around here, you're gonna scrape all the old gasket off, sand it down, make it just like the inside metal over there. Now that we got this cover plate all clean, I sanded down the edges, got as clean as I can. Use some brake clean, paper towels, everything. Set this aside. Go underneath the car. And now you see the case right here. I went around, sanded the whole outside of that, get all the old gasket out, put some brake clean on it, clean it up. Still letting it drip for now. Now that you got those two things done, now it's time for the gasket sealer. Go back out underneath the car. Here I am using Permex Ultra Gray Advanced Formula Maximum Torque Gasket Maker. I got it in the caulk kind just so I have a lot of it. So you're gonna need this. Come over here, get the caulk gun, insert it into the caulk gun. Now that we got it in the caulk gun, now it's time to put on the case. With this specific kind, it says apply, and then put it right on, screw it in tight, let it sit for 1 hour to dry, and once it dries for an hour, torque it till it's tight. So now it says at a 45-degree angle, and go all the way around, make little circles, all the way around, circles all around the whole entire thing. Now that I got it all beaten up, time to put it on. So here is the case. We're gonna go clean it one more time. Let's get all this extra stuff out of here so it doesn't interfere with the gasket. So now that that's there, time to put it on. Now with this, you try to want to get it in one shot to not mess it up with the gasket. I just put all the rest of the screws in. Try not to move it around too much. I tighten them all down to just hand tight. Well, with the ratchet hand tight. And just let it sit for an hour. Now you can change your oil, clean up, whatever you want. But I'm gonna let that sit for an hour, let it dry, come back, torque it down, fill it back up with more fluid, and then put the drain or fill plug back in, and we're done. Thank you. Alright, after an hour, it's time to torque it back down, which I just did, and now fill her back up. So I'm using 80W90. I think it takes about 2 quarts. We'll see, I have an extra one over there. So I'm gonna put this pump inside, tube goes in, and pump it in. You could probably just pour it. It doesn't matter, whatever is easier for you. Here I am pouring it in. If you look at the color of it, it's nice and clear compared to what came out, which was all gray. So good thing we're putting it in. Once you see that it's coming out from the fill hole, that means you're all filled up. Time to plug it back up. So get this little guy, put it right up here. Finger tight. Then get your ratchet. You only need, I put an extension on here. That's all you need, or you could just use the ratchet itself. Now that you have the plug in place, all you gotta do is clean everything up, and you're on another day of driving. Thank you.